What's going on YouTube? It's your boy BGC, aka Bands Go Crazy, and I'm back with another reaction, man. Hey, it's been a little minute, I ain't gonna lie. finally got a new PC. No cap, so vids will be dropping consistently. Make sure you go check out the second channel over at the Dropouts with me and gang on the way to 5K subscribers, not 4K. We're on the road to 5K, you feel me? Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, man, especially if you a returning viewer. We on the road to 1K subscribers over here. Appreciate everybody that been hitting that sub button, man. Been really waiting for these videos to drop and all that. Appreciate all the love, man. We back on the grind though. But hey, let's get right into this reaction. We got Sensitive Alpha Males. This is I believe this is about Fresh and Fit. So let's get it.
So yesterday, the Flagrant 2 podcast released their latest episode with DJ Academics, and when a conversation about the Fresh and Fit podcast came up, basically Andrew Schulz and company kind of started clowning them, questioning if they even still had a show, and that's where things kind of went a little bit left because DJ Academics does seem to have a pretty close relationship with these guys.
I ain't gonna lie, my man's from Fresh and Fit was like, yo, damn, yo, that dude still hating on us, man?
Wait, what's up with Fresh and Fit? Are they still doing it?
They cooling.
But are they still doing the pod?
Yeah, of course you mean still doing it. You not watching?
I didn't know that they're still doing the pod.
And for those of you that don't know the context, the joke that Andrew's trying to get at here is that at this point, Fresh and Fit are pretty much irrelevant, and this is largely due to the fact that YouTube actually demonetized their entire channel after Myron went completely mask off on Abba and Preach. So Andrew, like many other people online, have not seen content pop up from them in their recommended or really anywhere else for a very long time.
Where can you think they died?
And I didn't even know about that. That's crazy.
No, I don't know. Maybe
they got demonetized. You know, it was a minor setback for a major comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, don't laugh like that. That was disrespectful.
No, but tell us. So what's going on? Like, are they still? But they're still doing the pod.
They're still doing the pod, man.
That's
you know,
fire,
they got some different monetization strategies. You know,
what else are they working on? What's their different monetization strategies?
Yo, what's up with y'all, man?
Yo, what's their different monetization strategies?
Nah, hold on, man. I don't like how y'all. I feel like y'all been.
You brought them up. I ain't bring them up. You brought them up.
And shout out to DJ Academics one time. I mean, you guys know I'm not a fan of Fresh and Fit, but clearly these people were trying to make a joke at his friend's expense, and he wasn't just gonna sit there and let it happen.
Don't be upset at us for shit you bring
like
up.
Y'all praying on my man's downfall.
Praying on downfall? You asked me if we watched their podcast. I'm a 40-year-old man who's happy. Why would I watch that podcast?
We're all married. I only watch it when I'm fighting with my wife. I'll be like, these guys get me. These guys understand, bro. They understand women.
4 days every month that I watch that shit probably.
When you walk
Wait, what you say? How many times?
4 days every month that I watch that shit probably.
Niggas said 4 days every month. These niggas is crazy.
You walk in the room. Yo,
4 days every month.
On the red days. On the red days, you
red day
I had to tap in with this motherfucker. What did they say the podcast was? Let me see. Damn, it didn't pop. I thought it was popped up.
Oh, can you still watch it? Do they have their own website, or how do you
it's
watch
on
the
YouTube
pod?
still. What do you think it's at?
I thought the podcast got taken off YouTube.
No, it got demonetized. That's the new way.
What does that mean?
And some of you guys might not know this, but in the past, I would say like at least a year and a half ago, the guys from Fresh and Fit actually did go on the Flagrant 2 podcast.
Oh, Flagrant
and you
2,
could tell the vibe was just a little bit awkward, that Akash and Andrew didn't really agree with a lot of the things that they say on their podcast. And you could kind of just feel the tension through the screen. And so, of course, with Myron being the alpha that he is, he had to step onto Twitter.
Whoa.
To speak his piece about this entire situation, where he says Andrew Schulz and Akash Singh are some of the biggest snakes on YouTube, them and their whole team at Flagrant. And to me, I just think, dude, how much more sensitive can you really get? Like, this guy is really angry because a comedian made a couple of jokes at his expense on a podcast. Like, is that the alpha male behavior that he proclaims? I mean, I guess them getting demonetized on YouTube is obviously still a very sensitive topic for him, but Jesus Christ, does this make him look weak? I mean, I would understand if it was like one of his good friends calling him irrelevant, but these are two guys that didn't even really mesh well with him on their one podcast appearance. There's just this running theme with these guys over at Fresh and Fit that they like to fling a lot of shit out at other people, especially when they own these women on their podcast. but they really cannot take it when someone says something critical about them. And I still get comments from people like, oh, why don't you fuck with Fresh and Fit? And to me, it's like, do you not remember when they tried to get my YouTube channel deleted over a couple of jokes I made? Like these guys that were all about free speech and basically talking your shit, tried to go behind the scenes and essentially do the equivalent of like going to HR and trying to get like 30 people in a company fired over something they said. And that is why me personally, I will never fuck with
that with straight with Playback, Agent and Low. They had tried to get their channel off too, which is crazy
with them. And you know, with Andrew being a stand-up comedian, he had to clap back where he says, Myron, you are a sensitive, talentless, bottom-feeding grifter.
Damn.
Your life's work is renting women and regurgitating other people's talking points. Your arms are not developed enough for your shirts you wear, and your co-host is pimping you. Merry Christmas. So I honestly think he couldn't give less of a fuck. I mean, you guys have to remember, this is a comedian's podcast. Jokes are gonna be made at other people's expense. Like, I remember he had Logan Paul on, then like a month later he was making all these jokes about him when Dylan Dennis came on. Like, to me, it's really just part of the content game. Then Akash decides to throw his hand to the ring where he says, I said everything I had to say to your face. I guess you couldn't do the same. Was it hard to talk because I was scoffed you and your co-host the entire episode? And if I do remember correctly, during that podcast, Akash actually did give them quite a bit of clapback against the things they say in their values. I guess I'm just saying it sounded like they were all buddy-buddy to their face, like they were just agreeing with everything they say. And of course, this is when all the red pill grifters jump in. Andrew Scholl's laughing at Fresh and Fit for getting demonetized. Snake. Imagine being successful and thinking censorship is hilarious. These guys have no backbone. I don't get how these people don't understand that being demonetized is not being censored. They didn't take their channel off the platform. They're still free to upload as many videos as they want onto YouTube. There's not some big conspiracy theory, some boogeyman out there to get them. The real truth is that YouTube has relationships with these people who provide advertisements on their platform to protect. And when Myron went over to Rumble and was acting like an absolute idiot, and in a lot of ways threatening another creator on YouTube, which is Abba and Preach, of course YouTube is going to step in and do something about it. I mean, that's completely against the terms of service. I don't get how people don't understand at this point that YouTube is a private company who can do really whatever the fuck they want. They're not a government entity. Like, if anything, the only one who tried to censor individuals here was Fresh and Fit back in the day. That's why this type of comment is just completely ironic. And I'm actually gonna go out on a limb and say, if a white guy had done and said the things that Myron did about Abba and Preach, he probably would have got completely banned from the platform, not just demonetized. And even the biggest clown in the entire red pill space had to step in to say this. The biggest pick-me on planet who absolutely no man wants to be with, Pearl. She says Andrew Scholes is a failed comedian and Myron gets men to stop ending their lives. And he calls Myron a grifter. The audacity. And listen, man, I have followed Andrew Scholl's career for close to a decade when he first started his podcast with Charlemagne the God. And while I don't really care much for his stand-up these days, to call him a failed comedian could not be more wrong. I mean, he has one of the biggest comedy podcasts on the planet. The dude just sold out an entire tour, including Madison Square Garden, where he had to add an extra show. And in a lot of ways, he has been quite a pioneer in, like, the internet comedy space. I just find the whole thing very ironic that these red pill types of people are so critical of other people and other movements, but the second someone wants to say just any little tiny joke at their expense, they kind of just have a complete breakdown and just start saying dumb shit like this, trying to discredit whoever was making the joke at their expense. And even with all of that being said, I don't wish for Fresh and Fit to get deplatformed. I don't wish for Pearl to get deplatformed. Because in general, I do not think that that would be a good sign for the overall ecosystem for YouTube. I'm just saying, like, dude, stop being such a damn crybaby all the time just because someone's making fun of your ass. But y'all let me know what you guys think down below.
That nigga got a cute dog in the back. But nah, that's a fact though. I ain't gonna lie. You can't be on the internet if you can't take other niggas criticizing you.
As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other clowns out here gotta be covered, so I'm out.
Hey man, that was sensitive alpha male. That was the Fresh and Fit drama shit. There's another video dropped on that. I'm probably gonna react to that right after this one, no cap. But hey, man, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, man. Road to 1K, I already know. But hey, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. It's your boy BGC, aka Bands Go Crazy. And I'm out this thing, man.